2023, the African Sisters Education Collaborative ASEC held the HESA Partners Meeting in Nairobi, Kenya. The meeting brought together participants from 24 Catholic universities from 10 African countries and the United States of America. The theme of this meeting was the mission of the Catholic University in the 21st century.
Every 3 years we gather with our universities and we talk with them about the delivery of higher education through Catholic institutions and Catholic universities. So this time we're in Kenya and we are gathered here with vice chancellors of 25 universities and liaison persons. These are people who coordinate between ASEC and the universities, and we are mainly discussing what is the mission of a Catholic university, a Catholic college in the 21st century. What is it that the Catholic institutions are doing differently compared to other universities?
I'm Rosemary Shaver and I work with the African Sisters Education Collaborative in the US. I'm the Senior Program Manager for programs, and we're here this week meeting with all of our partner universities in the US and Africa, and it's been wonderful to be together and to share our experience working at Catholic universities and with Catholic sisters and witnessing the example that the sisters are as students, and then also the work that they do in their ministry. So it's been a wonderful week and we've been able to get to know each other and create networks.
For close to 25 years, the Hilton Foundation, through the ASEC programs, SLDI and HESA programs, has been sponsoring Catholic sisters to attain technology, administration and financial skills, or to pursue higher education in several areas. These sisters in turn have played an integral role in impacting hugely the communities where they come from. Prior to the conference, a team from USA, led by the ASEC Executive Director, paid a visit to one of the alumni sisters who is greatly impacting the lives of women in Kibera using the skills she acquired under the HESA sponsorship.
When I joined the Justice and Peace Commission, Sister Benedetta was journeying with the women. These women are from Kibera. Kibera is one of the largest slums in Kenya and in Africa as a whole, I'm sure. But it's a very large slum, and the women there struggle to get a daily bread. Some of these women are single women. Some of them have lost their husbands, so the family depend on them. Some of them also depended on their husbands, at least to go and look for casual work, then come back and provide for the family. So as Sister Benedetta and myself, I realized that we asked ourselves, what can we do? When I joined, I asked myself, what can we do to empower these women so that they cannot just stay at home and depend on the husband to go out for casual work, then come back and feed the family. So we say that what if we teach them on entrepreneurship? Because one of the reflective learning, we were taught about entrepreneurship and how it can benefit us to move from step A to step B. So we said, how about we use this knowledge to empower these women so that they can also do something with their hands that can bring an income to them. So through the parish, this is our parish, Guadalupe Catholic Church, we were able to talk to Father, and we asked if we could have some women to come and register themselves for an entrepreneurship training. So that is how these women came, and they registered themselves to be part of that group.
This visit was followed by a visit to Korat Africa, a partner trainer for the SLDI program and the Catholic University of Eastern Africa, QUEA. At QUEA, the team met with the Vice Chancellor and his team, where extensive discussions were held on matters entailing Catholic institutions. Thereafter, an intensive 3-day partners conference was held at the Sarova Panafric Hotel in Nairobi, Kenya. This meeting brought together vice chancellors, deans of specific faculties, and HESA liaisons to learn from each other how to improve their services and make their institution performance outstanding. The 2-day discussions were animated by Father Dennis Hoschneider, President Association of Catholic Colleges and Universities, together with Professor Michael James, PhD from the Boston College.
Let's start with Pope Jean Paul. He wrote a document called Ex Corde Ecclesiae, and he answered the question at the very beginning in the paragraphs 12 through 20. That's where he writes on the nature and the objectives of a Catholic university. And he wrote 8 ideas down when he wrote this. And the first one is very traditional. He picked the 3 most common purposes of a university. And he said it's for teaching, it's for research, and it's for service of the world, of bringing our expertise out to the world to be of service. So that's his first answer. His first answer was very traditional. And this would be true of any university in the world, not just Catholic universities. But it is a need of the world for teaching, for research, for service, and we should provide that need too. And so he started where many of us would start, where all people of good faith and good heart would start, whether they are Catholic or not, whether the university is Catholic or not.
The last day was marked by team building activities at the Karura forest. The participants were introduced to Karura by being given a brief history of the forest. Thereafter, the team took a walk inside Karura forest as they enjoyed nature. To mark the end, the team was engaged in other vigorous team building activities. As we came to the conclusion, every participant was happy and they expressed their feelings that indeed they had learned a lot and enjoyed their stay in Kenya.
Today we've been walking through the Karura forest, and it was a wonderful experience. It allowed us to bond with each other and to experience nature, and I know I personally love being outside, and it's so wonderful to walk and talk outside together. That to me is always a place to share and to grow and to continue to develop our networks and connections. So we had a wonderful day out in the forest. We went to go see a waterfall and we saw some of the wildlife, and then while we were doing that we were all talking and sharing with each other. So so it was a wonderful time.
The experience has been very, very diverse with some of the site visits and then the conferences and going to Karura and Kwea. So we've done a bunch of different things, and Kenya it's beautiful. It's very nice. The people are amazing. Everybody's very welcoming, and it's been a really great experience. I hope to come back again soon.
The afternoon of the third day was spent listening to the beneficiaries of the HESA and SLDI programs alumni. The sharing of stories by the alumni and the beneficiaries was so rich and moving and well appreciated by the conference participants.
I take this opportunity to welcome one of our heroine, to share with us her story. How are these young peoples of us here trafficked to Saudi Arabia or Gulf states? It's a long process, but to cut it short is that we have agents whereby when they're looking for greener pastures, process them to go to Saudi Arabia. When they arrive there, they are sold to other companies and they are taken to homesteads to work for people. Today we have Anne, who will be our first person to share with us her story. And you can come forward and we can give her a hearty clap as she comes. I usually call her a woman of resilience because Anne is an orphan. Since she was 7 years old, she experienced a lot. In 12 years old, she was a mother of 2 twins. Twins, and as we talk, she has 4 children, but 1 passed this year when she was back from Saudi. But it's good for her to give her story and how we've impacted in her life. Welcome, Anne.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I went to Saudi Arabia, as Sister Jacqueline said, and I went to fight for green pastures because I've been a young mother and a single mother since I was 12 years old. So I just wanted to go there and take care of my kids. But when I went there was problems, I was tortured, so I couldn't live there. And I was helped by a madam by the name of Katerina. I don't know her. She helped me, and through her I came back to Kenya, and it was a real struggle for me to come back to Kenya. And when I came back to Kenya, they sent me someone to take me from the airport, and I went to Rahat, where I met Sister Jacqueline. From there, they have been my parents. I got sick when I came here. On February, I went to a surgery at Kijabi Hospital, and it was successful, but they gave me more anesthesia. So for a month, I couldn't walk, and she have been there for me. And I thank the Rahat organization for being there for me. And after I was well, she talked to me and told me what I want to do. And I told her I want to go back to school. And I went back to school, and right now I'm in school. I'm doing healthcare assistance at Compassionate Nursing School. That is all. Thank you.